Richard, get in there.
Richard, show your face, hon.
There we go.
There you go.
Mother, Mason, and Kelly. And
Okay.
Samson. All right.
Do we need to set that up or something, honey?
I think it should be okay. All right. Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon. Gerald Ford, the 38th President of the United States. Rick Perry, the Governor of Texas. Robert Gates, the U.S. Secretary of Defense. James A. Lovell Jr., the Commander of Apollo 13. And William Sessions, the former Director of the FBI. What do all of these great men of history and leaders have in common? According to the National Eagle Scout Association's article, Notable Eagle Scouts, in 2008, they all achieved the highest rank of Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts of America. As less and less young men participate in organizations like this, more and more young men grow up without the experience of leadership and the opportunity to lead. America is losing a lot of potential. As an Eagle Scout myself, I was able to learn firsthand what it meant to take care of others above myself, lead by example, and work hard towards a common goal. Although there is a lack of capable leadership in America, the Boy Scouts of America is an established and proven method to fill this void. And here's why Boy Scouts is needed. Bruce Winston and Kathleen Patterson, in their 2006 article, An Integrated Definition of Leadership, define leadership as one or more people who select, equip, train, and influence using ethical means and seek the greater good of the people who follow them. In other words, a leader leads by example. They influence and train with an ethical means, and they try to better everyone around them. According to Robert Guthman's 2011 post, lack of leadership is the problem. The U.S. has a shortage of strong and capable leaders at the present time, and it's causing a breakdown of the system. The system that our forefathers created should work, but it doesn't without capable leaders. Dennis Sleep, in his 1998 article, Why This World Lacks Leadership, says that this lack of leadership, prevalent in the 60s, specifically among men, there's a family breakdown which became commonplace. Selfishness and self-centeredness replaced sacrifice and support. Setting the male example of being a hardworking, wise, loving, and firm family guide became passé. Now we have a new generation of unfathered men who do not understand what it means to be a male. Many of today's men are moving through life without direction. Never before has society been so confused on what it means to be a male. No wonder we have such a lack of leadership. Ernest Seton, Daniel Beard, Edgar Robinson, John Alexander, and James West connected Christianity with masculinity at the turn of the 20th century, starting the Boy Scouts of America. In the words of James Meckling's 2001 article, The Problem of God in Boy Scouts of America, Mark Parenti says in his 1993 book, Scouts in the Hood, that Boy Scouts gives boys, mainly who are abandoned by their fathers, the opportunity to lead. It gives them their first lesson of self-discipline, loyalty, and personal honor. According to the effects of youth organizations on high school graduations, in 2001 by William Williams, Scouts uses patrol systems to spread leadership through the organization and give as many people as many leadership roles as possible. This gives responsibility to many men instead of one. In 2015, Dr. Richard Lerner's study, Tufts University study finds BSA builds positive character. It says that after 3 years, Scouts reported a significant increase in cheerfulness, helpfulness, kindness, obedience, cheerfulness, trustworthiness, and hopeful future expectation. The proof is in the pudding. According to Jang, Johnson, and Kim's article in 2011, Eagle Scouts merit beyond the badge. Eagle Scouts are 53% more likely than non-Scouts to hold leadership positions in their workplace. 76% more likely to hold leadership in their community. Eagle Scouts are 64% more likely to achieve a personal goal in the last year, 29% to achieve a professional, and 81% to achieve a spiritual. 52% Eagle Scouts are 52% more likely to exceed the expectations of others, and 45% more likely to respect other people's religions. If every young man were involved in the Boy Scouts of America, the quality of leaders would be exponentially better. BSA creates an opportunity for young men to discover hobbies, the opportunity for young men to become driven leaders and to reach their goals in their aspiring communities, professional lives, and become world leaders. If every young man were involved in the Boy Scouts, boys would be shown fatherly love and guidance that is missing in so much of America today. We would raise a generation of better men who knew how to lead families, communities, and countries. There's a serious lack of solid male leadership in this generation, and it is proven that the Boy Scouts of America is a good way to solve this problem. StatisticsBrain.com recorded that in 2015, 89% of senior class presidents were Boy Scouts. 80% of junior class presidents were Boy Scouts. 85% of student council presidents were Boy Scouts. And 72% of Rhodes Scholars were Boy Scouts. I encourage you to support this organization, whether it be through enrolling your sons in the future, volunteering your time, or giving money. The Boy Scouts creates leaders, and leaders can create change. With wider support, we can have leaders care more about the needs of others than the needs of themselves. We would have leaders who embody the Scout law. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Grazie.
Yay! All right.
One second. I gotta show y'all.
Hang on.
And both.
It's not showing
I know, it'll be
anything.
fine. Both my family members, my mom, Mason,